I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is another Patreon review, this time for Sherlock Bond. It's for Ils, also known as Them, from 2006. Now, first off, requests for those interested for pretty much anything, whether it be reviews, reactions, movie topics, whatever type of video. You can request it either directly to my PayPal or join me on my Patreon. Both links are down below. This is a film that I swear I've seen. I guess I haven't seen this film before. I've seen a film that was very similar to this, but I don't remember the name of it. I reviewed it like a month or two ago, maybe 3 months ago, where it was about two people and they're being chased by younger teens. I forgot what the hell it was called. I completely forgot, but this one, at the very least, it's only like an hour and 13 minutes with the credits. Like, it's a very short film. So I'll give credit to that. Based on real events. I knew about this film, so I knew the twist or whatever. So maybe that's where my reaction was rather dull and rather mundane with this fucking film, but not much really happens. Maybe because I've seen films like this. So a mom and daughter's driving home. They avoid something. They crash. The mom gets out, disappears. The teen is killed by seatbelt strangulation. I will say the film is pretty decently directed. It's a film, I want to say it's a French film. When she's in the car and it's raining and there's like hands on the window, and the way it was directed set a nice little mood, to be fair. But then you cut to this teacher, and she goes out with her hubby to this place in the middle of the woods, and it's a home invasion story where you don't see who it is for a long while. You see flashlights through a window. At one point, the guy's leg gets hurt. The lady climbs up in the attic. She gets chased, pushes someone off the roof, gets her hubby. They run through the woods. He can't get over the fence. She gets in the car. She gets taken. He goes up, goes into these tunnels, and you start to find out that these are little kids from 10 to say 15 years old. He's able to clobber a couple of them. I'll give this, the lighting is well done, both in the house and in the tunnel system. Some really nice lighting. Cinematography, not too bad. The acting, not too bad either. That's why, although I don't remember what the hell that movie was, I'll give this over that because this was shorter. It seemed like it was better directed, better looking, and better lighting than that film. And again, it bothers me. I can't remember what the fuck that movie was called. It wasn't Wilderness. That was the film I actually liked. Completely different plot. It was another... Fuck. But he saves the girl, hits this kid. Spoilers. Fuck it. Climb up a ladder. The guy gets pulled down and dragged away. The girl tries to get to the tunnel. Gets to an opening. Can't get it open. She's dragged away. Then some text going, they found the bodies later. And they grabbed some kids. And these kids were 10 to 15. I don't know how the fuck they knew those kids did it, because there was no witnesses. You would think the kids would have taken the dead bodies, or whatever bodies there were. So how the hell did the police find out these kids did it? I don't know. But apparently they said they didn't want to play with us. So that's why they killed them. I think part of the reason I'm very blasé about this is because I remember when this came out, it got so much hype. Because that was a wave of films from France. Horror films that would come to the US and people were like, wow, this is so cool. Maybe it's because of the time it came out. Maybe because there were not films like that. But I don't know. I mean, there were some French horror films in that era I enjoyed. Era, as if it was 50 years ago. It was 2006. But I mean, I did enjoy, I think it was to say Frontiers. I want to say it was Frontiers. I remember really liking that one. I didn't like High Tension. I didn't like because I thought the ending was fucking stupid. I didn't like Inside. It's mean-spirited. It's supposed to be mean-spirited. Just wasn't my cup of tea. That was the one where the crazy bitch is chasing a woman who's pregnant. I didn't care for that film. Didn't care for Martyrs. It's just not my cup of tea. Like this. Maybe since then, because I've seen so many home invasion movies, and I've even seen movies where it's kids and younger, and that's the surprise. And I already knew that going in because I had heard about the film. I could go, it's decently acted. It's decently directed. There's a moment where she's in the attic area and there's all this plastic and she's running and you see this plastic being pressed to the wall right behind her as she's running. The way the tunnels were lit. But I don't know, just... its running time was nice because it was so short, but at the same time it just felt as if you shaved a couple more minutes, this could be an episode of Masters of Horror. And I don't know, it just, for me, it was a been there, done that. Maybe that's not fair. But I mean, you know what? I saw this in Children of the Corn, and I'd rather watch Children of the Corn because I got more into the story. And I got more into... It's not like the characters are deep in either films, but I could go, well, I like Linda Hamilton, and I like the one guy who was on that TV show, Brimstone. And at least the villains, there's something to them. Maybe that's part of the scare factor, is that you don't know anything is... And the fast kids, and it's so scary that kids out of the blue could be that crazy. I'd just be like, why the fuck aren't you just beating the shit out of these kids? They're so much smaller and weaker than you. One good kid will break their fucking neck. That's my reaction. It's like a killer doll. I love killer doll movies, but I'm not scared of them because I'm like, just stomp the motherfucker. Same with the kids. Just fucking boot them in the face as if you're Undertaker or Kane in WWF. Just like, poof. Fucking Kevin Nash style. Diesel style. That's just how my reaction is. So with all the hype this film got back in the day, it's a film that really no one talks about nowadays, and it's not badly directed, it's not badly acted, and the lighting's well done. It's just the story I didn't care about because I've seen it done countless times. You know, how many fucking home invasion movies do you have to watch? And it's one of those where, what are you into? Are you into slasher films? Yes. Okay, that's more your bag. Are you into home invasion films? Not really. Okay, so this is less your bag than other. I'm a guy that's a sucker for revenge movies, and I'm a sucker for one-man army films, and I'm a sucker for slasher films. Then the flip side, there's films like torture stuff like Hostel and Saw or stuff like this. I'm like, okay, so what? That time my reaction, like, okay, based on real events, alright, how much was real? I'd almost want to say the documentary or a mockumentary about this events that were real. And I just, even during the whole invasion, there wasn't really a lot happening. The guy who hurt his leg, I don't even remember how the fuck he hurt his leg. Like, a door went shut and then stabbed him in the back of his leg. And it looked as if he just fucking backed up into it and he did it himself. That's what it looked like. And so yeah, his flashlight's against the window. Guy hurts his leg. Attic scene. The stuff. Pushing the guy off. They get out of the house. The tunnel sequence. The movie's over. And just makes you go, well, that's it? That's time of reaction. That's it? Because yeah, I think with because it's almost like an hour long, you take away the end credits, the first 30-some minutes is the mom and daughter, all that stuff. Then it build up at least somewhat of the two main characters and them arriving and them settling in, and a little bit of bonding, having fun with each other. So it's about, you only have like 30 minutes of all this stuff happening, including your ending, including your end credits. So for me, it was much ado about nothing. That's just my honest thoughts on it. Maybe I've seen too many movies. Maybe I'm too cynical. Maybe I've just seen too many movies like this before. Maybe because I didn't see this when it came out, so I wasn't able to appreciate. Let me put it this way. It's like if someone today who have seen 100 found footage films, they go back and watch Blair Witch Project, they go, what's the big deal with this? On the flip side, I saw Blair Witch Project when it came out on VHS in 1999. I'm like, oh my god, I still love it. Maybe that's how it is. Different time, different ways of first seeing a film, personal experience. Maybe that all becomes factors in your thoughts on a movie. But as it is, if people like this, were scared, and they felt it was intense, that's cool. To me, it was a been there, done that. Because again, like 2 months ago, I saw a film that was almost the same fucking thing. I forgot what the fuck it was called. That's how much I loved it. But again, I would say this is better because it's better directed and it's shorter, and acting I like a bit better, and the fact that the kids were a bit more mysterious did make it a little bit more intriguing compared to that movie. But I want to say Michael Fassbender was in that one. It shows how much I give a shit when I don't remember the movie. But actually, let me look real quick. Now that I remember that, it's don't bother me if I don't. Because Michael Fassbender did not do that many horror films. But Prometheus was a horrible film, but let's see. I think it was Michael Fassbender. I could be wrong. Eden Lake. Yeah, first thing that popped up. That's what I was thinking of. Eden Lake. Yeah, the Eden Lake I reviewed just a few months ago, and that's what this seemed like. But a better version of Eden Lake. But still, not a film I just... You know what? Maybe if you had another 20 minutes of the characters fighting back and fucking obliterating these kids, Hills Have Eyes remake style, that I could do. it'd be shocking, it'd be surprising, just, oh, they're doing it to these little kids, but these little kids are psychopaths. So then you could create that conundrum of, they're psychopaths, but they're kids. Okay, create that conundrum in your brain, but then have them take revenge and blah, blah, blah. But I guess that's just my own thought process. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.